We got our first taste of winter this morning with a fresh blanket of snow on the ground. 3 inches fell in Madison last night. This month is now the snowiest October since 1990 in Madison, and the 3rd snowiest October since 1939. The all-time record is 5 inches in October of 1917. That record is still up in the air, though, because we have an eye on another storm that could bring more snow just in time for Halloween. And the snowfall made for a messy commute on the Beltline this morning. All westbound lanes on the Beltline at University Avenue in Middleton were closed around 7 a.m. for a crash. It was reopened about an hour later, and another crash closed all westbound lanes at Gammon Road around 7. They were cleared at 8:30. Northeastern Wisconsin saw several inches as well. This video, look at that. This is from Green Bay, where the National Weather Service says about 3.5 inches fell. A nearby town of Neenah saw about 4 inches last night. And take a look at these viewer photos. These were sent to us this morning. You can still see peaks of the gorgeous fall colors here through the snow. We always want to see your pictures, and we encourage you to send them through our website, NBC15.com, or on our free NBC 15 weather app. And while Madison saw about 3 inches, that wasn't the case for other parts of our area. We're going to send it over to meteorologist James Parrish for a look at kind of what everyone got last night, and it's not sticking around for too long.
No, I do expect a lot of the snow we saw last night will probably melt this afternoon. With
the first snow of the year might come your first trip to the hardware store this season to get stocked up on all things winter. You need those supplies, that's for sure. And after last winter and spring, Tom Dorn with Dorn True Value Hardware says people have paid earlier attention to snow moving equipment. Dorn says they've sold a lot of shovels earlier this year, and people after they broke their shovels from last year with all the snow. With colder temperatures, shoppers are getting ahead of the weather.
I think there's been an uptick in certainly the last week, because the weather's been cool. And so people are a little more prepared for the winter this year. I think they're at least thinking ahead rather than past years. Might not have had to think about it for another month yet.
And Dorn says you'll have the best selection of equipment like snow blowers and shovels earlier in the spring. You might want to consider getting a variety of shovels too for the different types of amounts of snow we could see this year. A man is dead after police say he started shooting at them and an officer shot back. This investigation is now in the hands of the Department of Justice as they are still searching for answers today, as are people living nearby.
Obviously safety for my family. It was so close I thought it was in my front lawn. So that was like the first thing to is it in our front lawn? Fortunately it wasn't. However, it was the safety concern. It was hard for everyone to get to sleep. And I mean, like, our ears were ringing. It was really loud.
This woman says she's lived in that area for about 5 years on Madison's west side. And in that time, she's seen a lot of crime while she's lived there. The shooting was different, though, because it happened so close to her home. So far, police say a 63-year-old man was shooting a gun in a front yard there on Raymond Road Sunday night. He started shooting at officers, and that's when officers shot him, according to police. That man later died at the hospital. Madison Mayor Satya Rhodes Conway released this statement following the shooting, saying she respects the danger that officers face every day and, quote, "I respect the integrity of the investigative process and await their report on this incident." We also reached out to the DOJ for more information on the shooting, but so far have been told that they cannot comment at this time. Police are investigating an arson situation they say happened on the city's north side. Police aren't releasing a ton of details at this point, but do say they were called to North 1st Street last night around 8:30 for this investigation. They say it's arson. They also said that the fire was put out and no one was hurt. As of right now, this investigation is still going on. If you have any information, please call police. New details on Energizer's move to Wisconsin. The battery company says the closing of its Vermont plant and its move to Portage will be completed by the beginning of 2021. About 90 employees currently work at the Vermont facility. Energizer acquired Rayovac earlier this year. Rayovac already has a facility in Portage, and company officials say they will be more efficient in one place. Well, the chocolate shop on Atwood Avenue is officially closed, and now a new sweet shop, the Merrimack Scoop, owned by Deport Properties, will go in its place. Officials say the ice cream store owners had to settle in court after the chocolate shop filed suit against Deport Properties after the property company installed locks that chocolate shop claims violated the lease agreement.
We have no ill will towards the chocolate shop, and we don't have any grudges against them, and we love their ice cream. So we're hoping that we can continue to sell their ice cream, and we're hoping that he's willing to do so. Time will tell.
The lawsuit since has been settled, and both companies say they're really focused on moving forward. Deport Properties says they're going to be fixing up the Atwood building before they open next spring. A tasty bill is making its way through the Capitol. Yesterday, state representatives introduced a bill that would make Colby cheese the official cheese of Wisconsin. Over the years that the Wisconsin legislature has officially recognized a lot of different things as state symbols, but still not cheese. So why choose Colby? Well, it originated in the Badger State. It is in the cheddar family and has some pretty great taste, if I do say so. And still ahead, we're talking about teens and their screen time. A new report is out showing just how much time is spent online. And an Army officer set to testify in the impeachment inquiry. We've got those details.